Alright, let's see here. Am I set? Alright, let's see here. Am I set? Okay.
I'm getting back on track with Factor.
Fresh, never frozen meals are ready in minutes.
Factor.
They will look for him from the White Tower. But he will not return, from mountain or from sea. Through Rohan, over fen and field, where the long grass grows, the west wind comes walking, and about the walls it goes. What news from the west, O wandering wind, do you bring to me tonight? Have you seen Boromir the tall, by moon or by starlight? I saw him ride over 7 streams, over waters wide and grey. I saw him walk in empty lands until he passed away into the shadows of the north. I saw him then no more. The north wind may have heard the horn of the son of Denethor. O Boromir, from the high walls westward I looked afar, but you came not from the empty lands where no men are. From the mouths of the sea, the south wind flies. From the sand hills and the stones, the wailing of the ghouls it bears, and at the gate it moans. What news from the south, O sighing wind, do you bring to me at eve? Where now is Boromir the fair? He tarries and I grieve.
Ask not of me where he doth dwell, so many bones there lie on the white shores sands and the dark shores under the stormy sky. So many have passed down and in to find the flowing sea. Ask of the north wind news of them, the north wind sends to me.
O Boromir, beyond the gate, the seaward road runs south. But you came not with the wailing gulls from the grey sea's mouth. From the gate of kings the north wind rides, and past the roaring falls, and clear and cold about the tower its loud horn calls. What news from the north, O mighty wind, do you bring to me today? What news of Boromir the bold, for he is long away. Beneath Ammenhen I heard his cry, there many thoughts he fought. His cloven shield, his broken sword, they to the water brought. His head so proud, his face so fair, his limbs they laid to rest. And Raros, golden Raros falls for him upon its breast. O Boromir, the tower of God shall ever northward gaze. To Raros golden Raros falls until the end of days. Erendiel was a mariner that tarried in Arvernier. He built a boat of timber felled in Imbre fields to journey. Her sails he wove of silver fair, of silver were her lanterns made. Her prow was fashioned like a swan, and light upon her banners lay.
ways of mortal lands.
From gnashing of the narrow ice, where shadow lies on frozen hills, from nether heats and burning waste, he turned in haste and roving still, on starless waters far astray. At last he came to night of naught, and past and never sight he saw, of shining shore nor light he sought. The winds of wrath came driving him, and blindly in the foam he fled, from west to east and errandless, unheralded he homeward sped.
The flying Elwing came to him, and flame was in the darkness lit, more bright than light of diamond, the fire upon her carcanet. The Silmaril she bound on him, and crowned him with the living light, and dauntless then with burning brow he turned his prow, and in the night
From other worlds beyond the sea, there strong and free a storm arose, a wind of power in Tarmanel, by paths that seldom mortal goes. His boat it bore with biting breath, as might of death across the grey, and long forsaken seas distressed, from east to west he passed away. Through Evernight he back was borne, on black and roaring waves that ran o'er leagues unlit and foundered shores, that drowned before the days began, until he heard on strands of pearl, where ends the world, the music long, wherever foaming billows roll, the yellow golden jewels wound. He saw the mountains silent rise, where twilight lies upon the knees of Valinor and Eldamar, beheld afar beyond the seas.
A wanderer escaped from night, to haven white he came at last, to elven home the green and fair, where keen the air, where pale as glass,
Beneath the hill of Ilmarin, a glimmer in the valley sheer, the lamplit towers of Tyrion, a mirror on the shadow mere.
He tarried there from errantry, and melodies they taught to him, and sages old him marvels told,
And harps of gold they brought to him.
They clothed him then in elven white, and 7 lights before him sound, as through the Caligirian to hidden land forlorn he went.
He came unto the timeless halls, where shining fall the countless years, and endless reigns the elder king, in Ilmarin on mountain sheer, and words unheard were spoken then, of folk of men and elven kin, beyond the world where visions show, forbid to those that dwell therein.
A ship then new they built for him, of mithril and of elven glass,
With shining prow, no shaven oar, nor sail she bore on silver mast.
The Silmaril as lantern light, and banner bright with living flame, to gleam thereon by Elbereth herself was set who thither came, and wings immortal made for him, and laid on him undying doom, to sail the shoreless skies and come behind the sun and light of moon. From ever even's lofty hills, where softly silver fountains fall, his wings him bore a wandering light beyond the mighty mountain wall.
From world's end then he turned away, and yearned again to find afar his home through shadows journeying, and burning as an island star.
On high above the mist he came, a distant flame before the sun, a wonder ere the waking dawn, where grey the northern waters run.
and over Middle Earth he passed, and heard at last the weeping soul
Of women and of elven maids, in elder days, in years of yore.
But on him mighty doom was laid, till moon should fade, an orbit star, to pass and tarry nevermore on hither shores where mortals are.
Forever still a herald on, an errand that should never rest, to bear his shining lamp afar, the flammeth earth.
Jarundil was a mariner
that tarried in our area. He built a boat of timber fell in Imbre fields to journey in. Her sails he wove of silver fair, of silver were her lanterns made. Her prow was fashioned like a swan, and light upon her banners lay. Panoply of ancient kings, in chained rings he armored him. His shining shield was scored with runes to ward all wounds and harm from him. His bow was made of dragon horn, his arrow shorn of ebony, of silver was his habergeon, his scabbard of chalcedony, his sword of steel was valiant, of adamant his helmet tall, an eagle plume upon his crest, upon his breast an emerald.
Beneath the moon and under star, he wandered far from northern strands, bewildered on enchanted ways, beyond the days of mortal lands.
From gnashing of the narrow ice, where shadow lies on frozen hills, from nether heats and burning waste, he turned in haste and roving still.
on starless waters far astray. At last he came to night of naught, and past and never a sight he saw of shining shore nor light he sought.
The winds of wrath came driving in, and blindly in the foam he fled, from west to east and errandless, unheralded he homeward sped. biting breath, as might of death across the grey, and long forsaken seas distressed, from east to west he passed away. Through ever night he back was borne, on black and roaring waves that ran, o'er leagues unlit and foundered shores, that drowned before the days began, until he heard on strands of pearl, where ends the world, the music long, wherever foaming billows roll, the yellow gold and jewels wound. He saw the mountain silent rise, where twilight lies upon the knees of Valinor and Eldamar, beheld afar beyond the seas.
A wanderer escaped from night, to haven white he came at last, to elven home the green and fair, where keen the air, where pale as glass. Beneath the hill of Ilmarin, a glimmer in the valley sheer, the lamplit towers of Tyrion are mirrored on the shadow mere. He tarried there from errantry, and melodies they taught to him, and sages old him marvels told,
and harps of gold they brought to him.
They clothed him then in elven white, and 7 lights before him sent, as through the Caligirian to hidden land forlorn he went.
He came unto the timeless halls, where shining fall the countless years, and endless reigns the elder king, in Ilmarin on mountain sheer, and words unheard were spoken then, of folk of men and elven kin, beyond the world where visions showed, forbid to those that dwell therein. Elbereth Gilthonia, Silivren Ena Miria, Omene Aglara Elena, Gilthonia Elbereth. We still remember we moved well in this far land beneath the trees, the starlight on the western seas.
A ship then new they built for him, of mithril and of elven glass,
With shining prow, no shaven oar, nor sail she bore on silver mast.
The Silmaril as lantern light, and banner bright with living flame, to gleam thereon by Elbereth herself was set, who thither came, and wings immortal made for him,
and laid on him undying doom, to sail the shoreless skies and come behind the sun and light of moon. From Ever-Even's lofty hills, where softly silver fountains fall, his wings him bore a wandering light beyond the mighty mountain wall. From world's end then he turned away and yearned again to find afar his home through shadows journeying and burning as an island star. On high above the mist he came, a distant flame before the sun, a wonder ere the waking dawn, where gray the northern waters run. And over Middle Earth he passed, and heard at last the weeping soul of women and of elven maids in elder days, in years of yore. But on him mighty doom was laid, till moon should fade, an orbit star, to pass and tarry nevermore on hither shores where mortals are. Forever still a herald on, an errand that should never rest, to bear his shining lamp afar, the flamme first.
Chaired Palandiriel o galad remin enorath Fanu ilos lelinathon Nefai arsi nefai aron Na chaired Palandiriel o galad remin enorath Fanu ilos lelinathon Nefai arsi nefai aron Na chaired Palandiriel o galad remin enorath Fanu ilos lelinathon Nefai arsi nefai Ahelbereth, Gilthonia, Omena Palantiria, Nenalansid in Guruthos, Atironin Fanuilos.
Snow White, oh Lady clear, oh Queen beyond the western seas, oh light to us that wander here, amid the world of woven trees. Clear are thy eyes and bright thy brow. Snow white, we sing to thee in a far land beyond the sea.
O stars that in the sunless year with shining hand by her were sown,
In windy fields now bright and clear, we see your silver blossom blown. Oh, Elbereth Gilthoniel, oh, Elbereth Gilthoniel. We still remember, we who dwell in this far land beneath the trees, thy starlight on the western seas. We still remember, we who
There. Hmm. Hmm. No. No, something's off about this. Too late. Wait, I'll see what the background looks like. Ready? Ready? this one. Mm-hmm.